You saw everybody waving out the window to signal to the drivers behind them that they're coming. Here
it goes. Daniel Suarez, Joey Gase, Ryan Reed, John West Townley, all involved as the leaders started to come down pit road. Brendan Gaughan was sideways on the pit lane. Oh, my goodness.
So unfortunate. These guys are having such a tough time getting to pit road today.
Somewhere back in this area, Daniel Suarez was involved in it. There's going to be someone that doesn't get the memo that cars are pitting. Suarez locks up. He gets hit in the back by the 39 of Ryan Sieg, and just chain reaction from there.
And I think maybe it was Eric Almirola. He was still in that outside lane as they started peeling off, and you really need to get below that yellow line.
Number of drivers coming down pit road. Brendan Gaughan, you see here, colliding with the pit sign holder of the 98 of Eric Almirola. 2 pit crew members were hurt on that 98 team. One of them taken to the infield care center and released. Another taken to a local hospital for further evaluation.
They are making only air pressure adjustments to try to tell him trouble on the track. Alan?
It's actually on pit road. Dale Jarrett is turned around and facing the wrong way on pit road. Marty, what's up there?
The team actually chose this pit stop because they had so much room, but this morning they met together and told DJ it was going to be very tough to get to pit road.
And we'll obviously find out more details on the situation as soon as it becomes available to us and pass it along to you.
Yeah, that's just too much rear brake in the car right there. Man, that's a scary situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at the jack.
Look at the jack, and they're going toward and the official just calmly. But look at the damage to the right front.
That's from hitting the
wall.
Get into the wall there, yeah.
I would have wanted to be on pit road when the caution flag comes out. Look here, we're going to have an accident like we were talking about.
It's the 18 of Cody Coughlin, and the 23 collects Christopher Bell.
It happens all the time when you do that.
The big question is how much damage. Looks like some pretty significant damage to the 18 of Coughlin and the 23, obviously, of Spencer Gallagher.
Yeah, Coughlin looks like just ran into Gallagher. Watch the yellow truck of right there. Cody Coughlin, he ran into the back of Spencer Gallagher, and that caused that mess. And you can see the 9 truck of Byron sliding his tires. He should have come on to pit road. That would have been a free pit stop for him. Now he's having to do it and lose all his track position. But you see, was there contact into the back of the 18?
Looked like Ben Rhodes maybe in the 41 truck ran in the back of Cody Coughlin.
Oh, trouble in pit lane. Stan Boyd goes spinning.
Oh, he was out of wall. Well, he was out of control when he came off the racetrack out of control.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Of course, this will be a huge break for Matt Kenseth in that 17 car. He'll be able to go back around. He'll be at the back of the lead lap car.
Well, he's getting ready to come down on pit road. You'll see he comes down the corner right there, and Jimmie was talking earlier. He gets the car out of control. The car spins around, and he was trying to get into the pits right here at the very end of pit road. He gets into the pit wall. As he comes down pit wall, he hits one of the tires, and you'll be able to chance to see right here. As he's coming down pit road, the back of the car clips one of the tires sitting up on pit wall. Wham! Shoots across into the pit box, clips one of the guys that was standing there. Another gentleman, he gets shot up in the air.
And that is a good point. To Jeff's point, NASCAR is scanning all of these drivers. It's not just the safety workers that they listen to as far as if the racetrack is back in raceable condition. They're going to listen to the drivers, and if somebody had a complaint, it would make a difference. And you see, crash coming onto pit road. Kyle Larson, late decision, wanted to come to pit road. Kyle Busch looked like he was going to come off of pit road. They hit.
And Kyle was going to fake like he was coming on pit road, and he turned right to get on the racetrack, and Kyle Larson had the exact opposite idea, and they collided.
Confusion getting onto pit road. Kyle Larson wouldn't have made it. He was already past the cone. Kyle Busch was trying to get back off of pit road.
Yeah, I think Kyle Larson, when he saw the 18, he turned right. I think if the 18 not been there, he probably would have made it.
Back at Dover, they are towing Matt Kenseth's car back towards the Nextel Cup garage inside turns 1 and 2 from where it wrecked at the exit of turn 4 coming onto pit road. As he sat in his car before climbing out, this radio transmission from Matt Kenseth to his team.
I'm telling you what, on one of these race cars, when you hit the marbles, like Brian Vickers did in the 25 car, or you come down on the pit lane and hit that dirt, speedy dry, and all that rubber, you lose control. I mean, the cars start to slide, and you'll see it'll turn a little bit more to the left to try to get inside the cones, and that's it. It'll snap around on you so fast, and there's nothing you can do because it's very slippery down there.
At the very top of the show today, we showed you Tony Stewart doing the same thing, except Tony realized he couldn't make it. He turned back on the racetrack.
Want to peel off early if you're coming, and some of them are.
Boy, a bunch of them did, but not our leader.
Whoa! Car goes around in the trial, the spin, sliding out of control. B.J. McLeod brings out the caution. Stenhouse has wrecked on pit road with Tyler Reddick. Another car is sitting littered in the grass, and we're under caution. That is the 52. That's Cody Ware.
I think Reddick got the left rear tire of Jimmie Johnson, then Jimmie couldn't get in his pit stall.
Coming into frame here at the top, and there's Tyler Reddick. All of them in their first 500 start, and moves on.
Yeah, and I just wonder if McLeod was trying to get woed up, and I think Cody Ware had no idea he was coming to pit road.
Mark Martin hard in the wall. Robby Gordon involved. Yaley involved.
Oh, man.
Mark Martin right now is second in the championship standings.
He expected this last week, not this week.
Right.
Well, it looks like Yaley decided to come down into pit lane and didn't let everybody behind him know. And I mean, took out two good race cars.
Still out on the racetrack, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. maybe trying to use a little strategy here, hoping that a caution may come out and catch.
He's got to get it, Rick. He's got to get it. There's a car in the barrels on the entrance of pit road. Much like you pointed out, Jeff, it's so difficult. Jeffrey Earnhardt was trying to get slowed down. He had to get on the asphalt too soon, lost grip, spun around, and backed into those barrels. You see right here, Jeffrey Earnhardt is just committed, but going too fast. Can't control the race car. Spins around. And as you mentioned, damaged those barrels, rolled one barrel, tipped it over, and put it basically onto pit road.
You just have to have those barrels there. You can't have the blunt end of a wall. Obviously, if a car hit the end of that wall, that's very, very dangerous. So they just have to stop and fix that.
Oh, problems here. Entering pit road and going over the double jump is the 15, just launching the truck into the sky is Mason Mingus. Look at all the damage left behind. I mean, he got all four wheels off the ground. Watch how fast he came in here.
Just coming in too hot on entry. I don't know if maybe the brakes didn't. It seemed like the brakes got to working good right before he hit the grass. Look at that thing ramp up in the air. A really difficult pit road to get to, Phil, because it's right way around the turn. So, but that wasn't even close. Sure wasn't. A lot of damage to Mason Mingus' truck as well.
Trouble on pit road for Elliott Sadler. His car was actually on fire for a second. The damage on the front of the 19 car, they come out to him, and he's just sitting there. Here's the 14 car, Tony Stewart getting repaired, Jimmie Johnson down and away.
Now, one thing that could have happened with that collision was that Montoya pulled in off the racetrack and tried to pull behind the wall. Could have created a log jam and all these cars trying to come down pit road.
And Sadler happened to be right there, and now watch the move.
Not sure of what exactly how this happened. You see Montoya there. Well, actually, it's not even part of it. It's just a stack up there with the 96.
Yeah, but Menard, Sorensen, Sadler, and Waltrip. That's the chain reaction there on pit road, and Elliott Sadler got the worst damage.
Yeah, I just looked up and saw this 19 car on fire, and then saw this 42 pull into the garage. I thought maybe he caused it, but he was no part of it at all.
Halfway through the first stage, and almost a collision, and hard into the wall goes Corey LaJoie. LaJoie misjudged his speed entering pit road, locked it up, spun to the outside to the wall, and we're under caution.
Another rookie. Another rookie mistake.
There's the green and white car. There's LaJoie toward the back of the field.
He just misjudges the speed here. He doesn't get it wound down enough.
Hot,
but he tries to avoid Clint Boyer, which Clint's thankful of, but unfortunately it loads over in the left rear and he just can't keep it under control. Noses into the outside wall.
Earnhardt Jr., Jimmie Johnson, Michael Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, your top five coming in.
Trouble! Jeff Gordon!
Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip tangling. Gordon trying to go through Waltrip's pit to his stall, Bill.
Yeah, a lot of confusion down here now. Jeff Gordon trying to back out of the way. This pit stall down here is a very, very tight one. Gordon is away. Waltrip's away. They continue to work on the 48.
Watch the 8 car as he comes down. Now he slows down to the 45 miles per hour. Now Jeff Gordon says, I can sneak on the inside and go down through there and pick up a couple of car lengths, not realizing that the 15 car was going to his pit. And that is a scary situation. Thank goodness those helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It all depended upon that group of cars working together and not making mistakes, as we see some cars making their way to pit road now.
Oh, there you go. There's a
big
wreck.
group, and there's a problem. Jimmie McMurray gets hit. Earnhardt gets into him. McMurray's going to get hit again.
We see that so many times at Talladega. Everybody trying to get on pit road at the same time, and they just make contact. And Jimmie McMurray with big contact. So here we go. We see Jimmie McMurray trying to slow down.
He's in the second lane, way up on the racetrack, and the 77, I think, has no idea the one is pitting or just can't tell. And he hits him reasonably close to full speed, Jeff.
Also the 15, we see Mark Thompson got into that as well. Chris Buescher in the 37 also collected in this. But Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 33. Massive contact there with the one of Jimmie McMurray.